is Jen, and I have what I think, in my very humble opinion, the cutest dog that ever existed on the planet. Now, I am a little bit biased, but, well, she is my dog. So, I want to introduce you to her. You might have already met her on her blog, WinnieTheTzu.com, zoo as in T-Z-U, because she is a Shih Tzu. And here she is. Whoop. Here you go, sit down, look at the camera. This is Winnie. Winnie is 11 months old, actually a little more than 11 months old. She'll be a year old on August 14th. I got her from a reputable Midwest breeder. I did a lot of researching. I know. I did a lot of research before I decided on my breeder, as well as the breed in general. I think it's important to do research before you get a pet, a dog, a cat, a fish, whatever, so you know about what you're getting yourself into. And with a Shih Tzu, I knew I wanted to keep her in long coat, and I knew that was going to be a lot of work, because most people who aren't people who show their dogs, and Winnie is not a show dog. Well, most people keep their dogs short, they clip them. But the breed is so beautiful, and yes, it is a lot of work, and I'm going to warn you right off the bat, it is a lot of work. Especially now, she's blowing coat, which in dog terms means she's changing from her puppy coat to her adult coat, and in even plainer terms, she's one big knot all the time. I groom her once a day thoroughly. It's taking me about an hour right now. It used to be a half an hour when she wasn't going through this process. I do brush her an additional 1 to 2 times a day for anywhere between 10 and 20 minutes. So, and that's just to make the grooming so it's not 2 hours instead of 1. But, here, cutie pie, look at the camera. I do talk to my dog in a little voice, so beware, I make little voices. Anyway, Winnie is, she's a little over 10 pounds. She hasn't been weighed in a while. She doesn't know how to stand like a show dog. You know how you, like, prop them up and, well, she's like, what are you doing to me, Mom? Anyway, this is about how big, don't be sad. This is about how big she is, I know. So she's a little over 10 pounds. I think both of her parents are about 11 pounds, so hopefully she'll settle in around there, but she might be a little less, she might be a little more, we don't know. She loves to lick. She loves to lick more than being petted. She does love belly rubs, and mainly licking. Licking and being the center of attention, but that is a Shih Tzu down to a T. They are attention hogs. They love it, and if nobody's paying attention to them, they'll get very dramatic and pout. And my little girl will like plop down dramatically on the floor and like sigh, she's just a drama queen. You are, aren't you? She's licking my armpit. But luckily she's not one of those like slobbery lickers. It's very neat licking, yes. And everywhere we go, people are like, is that a stuffed animal? I can't believe that's a real dog. Oh my goodness, what kind of dog is that? She loves it. She laps that up. No pun intended. Anyway, what else can I tell you about Winnie? This is just sort of like an introduction to Winnie. She loves to watch birds. We have a nice backyard, and we have this patio door that I'm actually sitting right in front of, glass. And I have a bed for her that's like level with the bottom of the door so she can look out at all the stuff going on. There's a lot of birds and bunnies and things, so she's got lots of stuff to watch. And I'm just going to tell you right off the bat, Winnie is pampered. Some people would say spoiled. I think spoiled is when the animal or child is a brat. Winnie is not a brat. She's a very good dog. And the reason I don't think she's spoiled is because I'm very strict. I have, there are definite rules, and as Caesar, the dog whisperer, says, rules, limits, and boundaries, or, you know, whatever his saying is, but I fully agree that makes for a much happier dog, at least in my case, and it makes me happier, and it's just been so easy since she was a baby, training her. She knows all our commands, she has a pretty strong recall, and that means when I call her to me. And she's great on the leash. She has been without training from the day 1 that I took her outside. So she's just a really good dog. And here, I'm going to rotate her so you can see her. Anyway, she loves toys. And as I was saying, she's pampered. The girl follows strict regimen, and there's lots of rules, but I do shower her with affection and stuff. So this is just an example of some of her spoilage. Excuse me, pamperedness. This is a basket. I have her toys downstairs, on my main level. And then she's got a little, like a much smaller bin in my bedroom, in my office, and for the outside, because I've got specific toys for outside. I don't like to bring indoor toys outside and outdoor toys inside because, you gotta be careful with bugs and stuff. I try not to treat her with any chemicals. I'm not a vet. I am no way qualified professional or expert on dogs or Shih Tzu or anything. This is just stuff that I do for me that I thought would be interesting to share and would add a nice addition to the web blog that I already have for her, as I mentioned before. Anyway, so she's got a lot of toys. She's got a lot of beds. This is just a mat that I keep by our couch. So if we're watching TV, that's where she sits. She is allowed on the couch, but she can't jump up. She has to be invited. She actually physically can only jump up if she's like really excited and gets a huge running start. She's just too short. I also have, as I mentioned, the bed at the window. And then there's a bed by the kitchen because she likes to be around me all the time. That's another thing about Shih Tzu. They're very people-oriented. She does not do well without a person around. And she is very attached to me. Like Velcro. I've been working hard on getting her a little less attached. It's hard because I want her to want to be around me, so it's bittersweet when she starts making progress because on the one hand, I'm happy that she's becoming a little more independent, but on the other hand, I'm her mommy, and, it tugs at your heart a little bit. But anyway, so, that's a pretty general overview. I'm going to get into a lot more detail in these videos. We're going to do topics. Grooming will be many different topics, subtopics of grooming, because I think that's an interesting thing. I know when I was first learning, and I'm still learning. This is not like suddenly I'm the expert on dog grooming. No, I am not. I do what works for me, that I learned from reading books, talking to my breeder, talking to other people with experience, and just through trial and error. And that goes with all of the topics I discussed. I am not an expert, I can't say that enough. I'm just sharing what works for me. It might not work for you. You might not agree. Okay, that's fine. Whatever. We're going to be traveling next week. Winnie's coming with me on a 2-part trip. We're going to be gone for 12 days. So flying with a pet, packing for a pet, staying in a hotel with a pet. These are all topics that I hope to touch on. Also, like product reviews, like things that I like for her. I have gone through many different products, many different treats and shampoos and combs and, lots of things that you might buy for your dog. And I think I'll post videos about the things I like and things I don't like and why and stuff. But mainly it will be about little girl. Little cute one. She hates it when I hold her like this, but she's being good. Anyway, say, I am Winnie, and I am so cute. This is my baby, my fur baby. She is a dog, I know that, and I appreciate that fact, and I try to take care of her in the best way that I can, considering that she's a dog and not a baby. But she's also my little furry best friend. And I know this will be a long and fruitful journey together in our adventures, Winnie and me. Anyway, please subscribe to my channel if you're interested in learning more about Winnie and whatever, just like looking at cute fur balls. We will be back with more to discuss. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed, and please check out her blog for lots of photos. It goes all the way back to when I first got her last October, when she was super cute puppy. She's super cute now, but dogs when they're babies, they're just, you just want to eat them up. They're so cute. But don't eat them. Anyway, so that is all for today, and we'll keep you posted on our adventures. Okay, bye-bye.